All right, folks, we back. We had a little technical difficulties. The simulcast game does not know computers as well as we think we do, or at all, to be honest with you. That's why none of us really work with them shits.
Nah.
So we are back. I don't know what the fuck we got cut off at. I don't know what the last thing you heard is. We just can go back into it like ain't shit happened, because that's what black folks do. So, Walt, it's on you.
It's on me, America, and you know what? It's all good, because he didn't hear what I said. I said, you know, basically, he won the battle, but he didn't win the war with that, America. That's going to be a topic that he's going to bring back. He just might just throw songs at me. It might be 15 minutes to finish a song. But
yep.
The other part of this 90s series that I wanted to talk about, it just was interesting because we've had different conversations about different people within it. And when you think about the 90s, Chris, you know, we all think about it a lot of ways, you know, like East Coast versus West Coast, right? And
yeah.
like who won that battle? And, you know, did Biggie win? Did Tupac win? Was it Ice Cube and them out there? You know, all them guys. Death Row, was it Bad Boy? And, you know, all the artists from, you know, wherever and whatever. And for me, I honestly think that when you talk about really who won the 90s, in my opinion, I think the South whooped everybody's ass before they were even recognized as what they were.
Facts.
You really look at it. The South basically ran the back half of the 90s.
Yep.
Quietly, without anybody fucking knowing. Basically from about 1996 to the end of 1999, it was the South. And for me, even though I'm Midwest till I die, I got Chi-Town stand-up tattooed on my arm. That's why Chris said that shit earlier in the show, because he knows I got that tattoo. I'm dumb, but I love my city, even when crazy shit's happening, right? But
Chi-Town.
If you think about some of the people we've brought up and some of the songs or whatever, and you think about what was happening in the 90s, there basically are three power players that ran 90s music.
Yep.
And those three people in no particular, actually four people, I'm going to say four, because I don't want to leave a guy out that deserves that much credit. And I'm going to do it in no particular order, but those four people were Timbaland, Missy, Pharrell, and Chad Hugo. Chris, there was a stat that came out that at one point, 60% songs, if you go watch Hip Hop History, I watch that episode all the time, the Super Producers episode, because basically that's damn near my entire music catalog, or all those guys, you know. Shout out Jay Dilla, you know, shout out, you know, Teddy Riley and what he did in the 80s and 90s, New Jack Swing. Shout out Kanye West, production Kanye, and, you know, Twisted Dark Fantasy Kanye, you know.
Young, hungry Kanye.
You know, MAGA hat Kanye, like, I gotta, you know, no new friend to New LA. Oh, you know, I got to, you know, I gotta put limits on that. Shout out Jay Dilla, like I said, Jay Dilla, arguably the greatest hip hop producer to ever live. I mean, to me, hands down, he's the guy. You know, ears like Chris can't appreciate Jay Dilla, but that's a conversation for a different day. And they talked about the Neptunes, and they talked about Missy and Timbaland. And when you talk about the music that these guys had fucking everywhere, the songs that you guys probably listen to now that are our age, and me, I was a student for this shit. Like, I knew the Neptune sound. And I knew when Tim was on some shit. But you throw those two in there, and then wait a minute, Chris. Let's not forget about Outkast.
Yeah.
In my opinion, the greatest rap group to ever live. And the last rap group to win Album of the Year. Didn't happen in the 90s, but these motherfuckers won Album of the Year. And we saw Kendrick Lamar get robbed. Twice.
Yeah.
So you know how hard it is. Lauryn Hill and Outkast. That's it. And when it comes to other awards, the only few times I've seen Oscars happen, the first rap song I saw win an Oscar was by a white dude. Shout out Eminem, because we love Eminem. It took us to be talking about it's hard out here for a pimp to get an Oscar.
You got it. To the club up. To the club up.
Let me lean all the way.
To the club up.
Let me lean away. Terrence Howard had to go, and that was not a wig. That was Terrence Howard, light skinned and muffin. Terrence Howard, that was his. And by the way, I might have to look this up while we talk about. I think Terrence Howard is from the Shack. Now,
he is.
Yeah, I figured that. That's why they filmed that show in Chicago. But I digress. Chris, I want to hand this to you because I think you might have different reasons for it, but I think the South won the 90s, and nobody even recognized it at the end of the day.
All right. You know how we do it. Walt speaks facts. I speak ignorantly from the heart. Headphone activated. All right. Please, for this one, I'm going to beg, don't at me for this one. But the greatest thing that happened to the South is when Pac and Big died.
Ooh. You want that on wax? That's not America. I personally, the message of Chris Turner and when it comes to the East and the West about Pac and Biggie dying are not ones that are shared by James Baldwin.
Here's why.
Claims to them. And all things here and good. But continue.
Here's why. When Pac and Big died, yes, there was still so much controversy with East and West and this, that, and the third. It gave us like there was that mourning time, right? Where both kings on each coast have died, even though Pac was from New York. We're not going to really get to that. But like both kings had died. Make this a Game of Thrones reference. Like the Lannisters and them had died, and like we were the White Walkers at that time. Like you knew a little bit about us, but you didn't really know too much about us. Like you heard a little bit, but you didn't really know. So when both kings died, you had Scarface, Ghetto Boys, Master P, and I don't mean like this was California Master P at the time too. This was before. Make them say, and everybody was wearing jerseys that said No Limit, which Hoop It Up team was No Limit. We whooped everybody's ass. Anyway, Master P came up. My own personal thing, Poison Clan, Luke, like 2 Live Crew. All this just start rushing up at the same time. Now, at that time, the South was not a united front. It was just music coming out of everywhere. But the South as one collective whole, each state just start pushing music because there was a void. And like I said, and please don't at me on this one. I'm sorry it sounds this way, but I'm gonna keep it 100. When they died, it left a void. Jay-Z wasn't Jay-Z yet. Snoop was great, but Snoop was in mourning, so Snoop couldn't really come out with it because he was hurt. Drake was 7. There was nothing in the North.
Wait, hold up. Wait, I'm because you have the Drake thing. Technically, Drake's from the South.
Yep. Jay Prince. Because think about it. Who co-signed on Drake first? It wasn't Lil Wayne. It was Jay Prince. And for those of you, because I'm not going to say his name too many times because I'm terrified of him. For those of you who don't know who Jay Prince is, just look him up. I'll leave it at that. I don't need my family saying his name too much. Nothing like that. Look up Jay Prince.
And I'm glad you brought up them guys, man, because I want to add one in there and let you go back into it, too.
Yeah.
Another group you forgot to mention that I forgot, but when you mentioned No Limit and the amount of records that Master P sold, I love hip-hop history. Like, if I had to recommend to anybody to understand why music the way it is, certainly, like Master P had 26 platinum albums out of No Limit Records in like a matter of like a 12-month period. 26 platinum records. And then you can't forget about the Cash Money Boys.
No.
Here's the thing. And me and my brother get this argument. I'm going to let you get back into it.
Go ahead, yeah.
Like, I'm talking about Cash Money when Lil Wayne was the worst rapper in Cash Money.
Yep.
And that's saying something. He was the worst rapper, and Baby and Manny Fresh had albums. Go ahead.
So you had all that. You had UTP, and this is all out of that New Orleans area. You had bounce music was really starting to make some groundings at parties and HBCUs and all that stuff. If you take away the music, okay, so take away all the music. our culture was then starting to take over. Because if you look back at it, California, they're wearing khakis, Dickie shirts, or just plain white tees. In New York, they had them big ass bubble coats and shit with Scullies and Timbs. Who was the first person you saw with a throwback? It wasn't Fabulous. It was Big Boy. First person with a throwback. Gold fronts came from down south.
That's all.
Dreads came from down south.
Andre
Throwing 415s in your trunk with 2,000-watt speakers in it. That's not a competition thing. That's how you stunt down south. Throwing 24s on an old-ass 73 Caprice. We did that first. Drinking prescription cough syrup just to have a good time. We did that first. There's my kid for some reason. She can't hear me.
Zozo, stop trying to steal the show. I know you can hear me.
She's just trying to get some shine. That's all.
Zozo is trying to steal the show. Look at
Simulcast gang. For those of you on Anchor, you're not gonna see her. For those of you watching us on Zoom, that was
Zozo over here. She for real trying to take one of our spots. She's trying to have her own computer and just talk to her daddy and knock me out. You know, doesn't even realize I got this killer.
Hell, she might be trying to just take the whole show by her damn self. So
I mean, this is the truth, America. Like real talk. Like I think it gets lost. Like everybody thinks the South really kind of took it over. You know, TIP and Jeezy. You know, like all this just sort of happened. You know, like early 2000s. You know, when like it all took over the culture, and I'm a part of it because I played. Shout out to my teammates in Evansville. I played with a bunch of guys from Houston, you know, from down south, Florida, Georgia. You know, it was where I first really kind of experienced growing up in the Midwest my whole life. You know, man, the first time I was really around some guys from the South was when I was in Evansville riding the bench. You know, they thought I was only worth, 6 catches, 50 yards. You know, I smartly talked my way out of that contract. And the next year I had 75 for about just under 1,000 at 22. You know, 6th in the league in touchdowns, led the whole league in touchdowns for receivers. You know, first team unanimous UIL.
Humble brag. Nice humble brag.
You know, and I was not the MVP of the All-Star game, but I was the MVP of the All-Star festivities. Now,
just pointing that out.
Yeah, I just want to do that. This was before I met Chris Turner. I wanted to let y'all know. Some of y'all listening know that. But, some of y'all that know me, past, after 2010, you know what I'm saying? Like the South had a real big influence on me. And, the more we have these conversations with ourselves and you really start to look and like, don't get me wrong. I'm a Tribe Called Quest head. I love my city to death. You know what I mean? And I respect the West because I live out here. And this shit is real out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even in the shit. Like, God, for my okay job and my wife's really, really, really good job. You know what I'm saying? We got a nice little cute space and I got to worry about that shit. But I'm going to be honest with all y'all that really think it was East and West. Nah. Andre 3000 said it best when they went to them Source Awards in New York and he was upset and he said the South got something to say. That was 1994. And guess what? Them motherfuckers kept churning out me and you, your mama and your cousin too. Okay. And then they came back with that, baby, yeah, baby. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so that they were the face of it. But underneath all that, the greatest producers, arguably in the history of R&B and hip hop, are from the South, which is also the origins of the Waltons. The Waltons are from the South. Okay, like we from the South. We are very northern. Okay, and even Chris has to go, oh, no. But when it comes to counting Pharrell, Chad, Timbaland, and Missy, and everything else coming up, and Chris will go, no, that's the South. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, we'll take that. We'll use the Maryland. We'll use the DC border when it comes to that. So this is the truth. Like, this is America. Go do your fucking research. And I'm going to do you one better. Go listen to some of your favorite songs by some of your favorite artists. You won't even know. You won't even know. And don't, take a don't. I'm doing it. Gonna be like you do, but let's just keep on dancing. Yeah, they produced that. That's the Neptunes. The Neptunes ended up
I'm
producing.
gonna be a whole hundred with you. Like the
You need
the
to
South stood
put
up for a
respect
lot
on
of
the
that.
South, bro. Go ahead, man.
So the South did, like I said, when Pac and Biggie died, God rest their souls, but it did a lot for the South. Like it gave us a lane, it gave us an avenue. Don't get me wrong, I wish they wouldn't have died because Pac's music still reigns still to this day, and it's probably more true today than it was at the time. And Biggie's music, the 10 Crack Commandments, honestly, I have nothing to do with drugs whatsoever for the most part, but I run businesses that way. Like the 10 Crack Commandments are law.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's if you run a business and you run it the same way the 10 Crack Commandments are song, it's success. So we're gonna hop off into it. I know the last one ended. We were on a roll and everything. We're gonna end this one. We gotta give me a minute. Now, I was already told that I can't go first on this one because somebody already had a plan. They already had what they were gonna say.
Yeah, man.
I don't think about my shit most of the time. I go from here, this area, in the ignorance of this area. Walt, give me a minute.
Yeah. I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna set it up a little bit more. That was a great setup, man. But you know what? I got to adjust my balls real quick just to make sure they're there based on what I'm getting ready to say.
Wow.
So you gotta check, man. Make sure they go all over my body with what I'm getting ready to tell you and try to crack you the fuck up. But tell the truth here, because I actually brought this up to my brother about what I was gonna talk about just a day ago, and he was like, he's whatever. And I'm like, nah. You think I'm bullshitting? I'm gonna tell the truth. So America, as I shout out Butte and take my hat off, and I reach over for this glass of vino. America, give me a minute. Chris, I ask you first. You remember when Dave Chappelle told us, like towards the end of 99, 2000, remember he was making them jokes about Sesame Street and now that's a place I would never want to go?
Yeah.
Remember that stand-up? That shit was funny. He was talking about Oscar the Grouch and Snuffleupagus. Like he was breaking it down. The Count was a pimp. Like,
yeah.
Hey Bird, and like you look at Sesame Street, you never looked at it the same, right? Right? Remember that shit? I'm gonna tell you right now. Thanks to the fiance, I have also been turned on to another world on television.
Oh God.
That I didn't ever think I could see some shit like the shit I've seen in the last month. There is one place besides Sesame Street I never want to go in my life, guys. And Chris, that place is Tree Hill, North Carolina. I have been watching One Tree Hill for the last month.
What the fuck?
And I'm going to tell you right now, I have never in my life, okay, and I want y'all to understand this. I'm not saying I've lived in the slummest of the slums or whatever, but I am from the south side of Chicago. I've seen some shit. I know some shit. I've been around some shit. The shit that I watch on this show, I've gotten to halfway through season 4. Can I tell you what has happened in this show?
Spoiler alert.
America. To remind those that have never seen this show, and also to remind those that used to love this show, which, by the way, lasted for 9 seasons. So that ought to let you know how well it did. Watch this. So there's a kid who's one of the stars of the show. He goes by Lucas Scott. And he's like an outsider, but he's a dope-ass hooper. Okay, now let me also reiterate. Like, there's some black kids in here, but these are majority white kids. So it's funny. It almost feels like some shit you would see if it was, But anyway, I digress. I don't want to get into that. That's not what this is about. So this kid's an outsider, and he hates the fact that his father didn't love him and own him, in the whole show. But he goes to school. He's the same age as his half-brother because his dad had like 2 kids within like 5 months and shit. So they're in the same grade and shit. And he plays his way by beating him 1-on-1. He's on the team, right? All right, so let's start there. Like, that's interesting, right?
Why?
Wait, hold on, wait. And then Lucas goes after his brother's girl and gets her.
Oh, he's super petty.
Oh, wait. And then on top of that, the brother goes after his best friend and gets her. Wait. Hold on. Check this shit out. Check this out. Forget all that. Like that's just season fucking 1, okay? People have been murdered in schools. People have been hit by cars. The dad of both the sons, one the bastard and one that he kept, his brother ends up fucking the mother and his wife within the and everything I've seen. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Listen. People have drowned. People have raced race cars and went in. There's heart disease. There is. I'm telling you, dude. Rick Fox was on this show. I didn't even know Rick Fox was. I just seen Rick Fox in the shit. Rick Fox has just died, so they killed Rick Fox off in 3 episodes. All I'm telling you is,
on the show.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't know who the producer. I know it's Gary Schwan or directed or whatever. I want to know if this shit actually really happened in real life. Since some of this shit is too good, Chris, I recommend everybody. I tell my brother, you need to watch One Tree Hill because I'm gonna tell you something. It's corny, but the shit is real. I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life. There is so much, and I'm leaving shit out. Okay, pregnancies upon pregnancies in a white high school. I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life. Everybody's pregnant, or there's a rumor of somebody pregnant. Fucking crazy, man. One Tree Hill, Chris Turner. I guarantee you, if you watch the first 3 episodes, the next time you come on and we do a Give Me a Minute, you're gonna say, "Fuck you, James Walton. You got me watching this dumbass shit." Because that's the same thing I felt when my fiance put that shit on and went to bed. And I didn't have a job at the time, okay? So don't blame me, America. We were going to bed. I like the TV on. Normally I put on something, like Ace Ventura, Friday. I ain't gonna lie. I put on some New Girl or some shit like that. Something that makes me giggle.
New Girl is hilarious, first of all.
Okay? So I'm gonna call a spade a spade. She put this shit on. I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch it with her. She watched 10 minutes because she's seen the shit live. And it was like 12 o'clock. We went to bed. I looked up. It was 4:30. I had watched like 4 episodes. I said, she got me again. The same way she got me with Scandal. So all I'm telling you is, America, if there's a chance, I don't even know. I didn't look it up because I don't look up shit when I don't need to. And if there's a place like Tree Hill, North Carolina, don't fucking ever go there. Okay? That's all I'm telling you. Because I feel bad for every single one of them. Oh, and to top it up, one brother kills the other brother because he fucked his wife. And he just was legally adopted to be the father of his bastard son. I mean, who can write this shit? One Tree Hill, I'm putting you right up there with Sesame Street. I never want to go there. Thank you.
I don't know where to go from here. I don't know where to go.
That's what I was hoping. I was saving this one.
I am so lost right now.
Because let me tell you something. As crazy as the 90s were, that show came out in 2002.
Oh, we will get into how TV was ruined in the 2000s. We would.
That's all I'm gonna say. The 2000. You might want to point out some true facts that, unfortunately, we have to. Seems like you're ready. We gotta. Girl, are you ready to go all the way? I get it. R. Kelly's there. I mean, 12 Play literally, taught us at 10 years old exactly what to do. All you have to do is follow the instructions. And the crazy part is that shit still plays in. So I agree. There's some nasty shit about the 90s. But the 2000s are crazy. The first 4 seasons, all the stars in the show are playing 17 and 18-year-olds, man. You watch that shit for 3 episodes, you're going to text me and go, you son of a bitch.
I am going to watch One Tree Hill tomorrow.
You didn't watch that shit. We weren't watching it. We were watching Robin Biggs.
No, exactly. So I will watch One Tree Hill, and I will invest. I'll invest 5 episodes into it tomorrow. I literally have nothing to do tomorrow, so I will invest 5 episodes in it tomorrow. America, I had I had to give me a minute. I have completely forgot about what I was going to talk about.
Put your hat back on. Put your hat back on. That's for my baby. Babe, I told you I was going to shout out One Tree Hill. I told her that.
I have no idea where I was going with my give me a minute. I'm gonna talk and then hopefully it'll come back to me. So fuck it. America, the One Tree fucking Hill. All right. America, give me a minute. All right. Like I said, I don't know where I was going with mine. I was gonna talk about it's funny how the murder hornets disappeared when black folks want to get equal, and now the coronavirus is back. I was going to talk about how they're changing the master bedroom to the larger bedroom because of the racial shit that's involved with it. I'm going to leave that alone. Fuck, One Tree Hill, fuck. Okay. All right, I got mine. I'm back. America, I found it. America, here's what I think I'm gonna land on. I am sick and tired of extra blackness. All right. Follow me down this rabbit hole real quick.
Okay. We're already in there with One Tree Hill. Where are we going now?
You fucked me on this one, then it's your fault. All right. I'm so sick and tired of extra blackness. Here's what I mean by that. Black people. Everything ain't a fucking message. All right. Everything ain't super deep, and it ain't the white man trying to play the pawn, my brother, and move you into this, that, and the third. Listen, you call me my brother again, if Sharon Turner ain't your mom, I'll put my hands on you. I just want to put that shit in your motherfucking life. That my brother shit, stop making everything so deep and controversial. It ain't. Sometimes I like a pepperoni pizza. That ain't got shit to do with eating pork or this or beef or whatever the fuck it is. I like pepperoni pizza. That's what it is. I save the extraness and the extra blackness more so for white people. I live in Billings, Montana right now, and the population of African Americans, maybe like 10, 15%. And that may be a stretch. Okay, it's less than 10%.
Yeah.
White people, I don't need you to validate your blackness with me, nor do I want to validate your blackness. Don't call me bro. Don't say you've loved black people since Martin was on. You never watched the episode of it, but you love the show. Don't tell me that you've been listening to hip hop music since you were 5 or 6 years old. I don't care. I don't care how black you think you are or how you need me to certify your G hood. No, I don't care. Okay, listen. Black folks just want equality. We ain't all got to be black. But I don't need the extra shit. Like, if I go up to shake your hand, like, don't give me all this shit. I don't need all that. I don't do that with my friends back home. Like, we boom, boom, boom. Like, it's 1 or 2. I don't need the whole twisting the face. I don't need that. I don't need to see you out in the club with a bandana on or like some random old 90s hip hop wear on and shit. Like, yeah, I've been listening to Biggie since I was 9. Okay. The fuck? I say I like to say this. I don't need all the extra blackness. I don't. Be your damn self. Be a halfway decent person. Or don't. Be an asshole. Shit, I appreciate people who are assholes way more than I appreciate fake shit. Because if you're an asshole, I know from the get-go, like, hey, this person asshole is what it is. Move on. The extra blackness, the extra stop the extra shit. All right. If this is who you are, be who you are, but I don't need all that extra shit. So that's been my give me a minute. I'm just completely thrown off from the One Tree Hill shit. Like, I'm sorry. But like, I remember seeing like the show come on like ABC or whatever it was, and I'm like, One Tree Hill. I'm watching this shit and turning the channel. So Now I got to go watch a couple episodes of it.
Bro, listen. First of all, I'd like to go ahead and just help you with your message there. But I actually thought it was a really good message. I kind of got lost a little bit. I'm starting to feel the wine a little bit. Maybe it's the shot back of the Coors Light. What he's saying, America, is especially in Billings, Montana, you know, when he's doing his security thing, you know, like just chill.
Exactly.
You ain't got to, yeah, I mean, you know, you ain't got to Black Lives Matter him all the time. And on top of that, what he's saying too is, if I can help you, at the end of the day, he knows, and I had this conversation with one of my best friends, like it's good for us. We know who got our back. And this attack is not an attack of, it's not really, I don't know, and you know, you can see, depending on who you talk to, but I know with us, it's not an attack of the white culture, it's not attacking any of these things.
No.
I mean, what it is for us is that Chris and I are just, we're tired. We're like, just like bullshit, just, you know, that we both have probably let slide in the last 10, 11 years due to just life circumstances. Doesn't slide anymore. All it means is that if you say something stupid, like, Chris Turner's gonna punch you in the face, and I wouldn't want him to punch you in the face.
At me, bitch.
That's what it means. That's all it is. You know what I mean? If you got some shit to say, you think you're right, and at the end of the day, you can really feel that you're right. Well, I saw the one old lady, I saw that video. I don't know if it was 7-Eleven or whatever. And she thought she was right. And that was, I watched that. It was Roland Martin shit. He was like, that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? We've been saying I'm the wrong one for all these years. And this black woman was saying I'm the right one. If you call, I dare you, call me nigga. And she punched her 10 times in the face. That's where we're at. It ain't about civil wars and all this wild shit. I'm trying to help y'all in Montana because I live there, okay? And my wife has a 406 area code. Let me help you. And we ain't trying to start no civil wars. Like, I don't think we can outgun you. You know what I'm saying? T.I. can't give us all his guns. Like, well, I don't know what the fuck we gonna do. Like, that's not that. It's the point is, like, you know what? It's just the point. Like, if you an asshole and you don't like anything but your own kind, stay the fuck around your other kind, don't like the other kind. We're not going to sit here and tolerate the lady that was on the back of her truck talking about, you know what, I hope all the like for real she did like the player haters in real life to people with a Confederate flag. Did you see that shit?
I saw that shit. I saw it.
All the bad things happened to you and all your kind. And recited KKK, like, I'm so tired of anybody with y'all rhetoric, like understand this. And I have friends that are doing it, and I want you guys, when you click on these videos and you don't like me, and I want you that you've looked in my eyes and hung out with me, I need you to understand. We are in the era of when you're wrong, be wrong. And that's it.
Period.
It's just time to admit when you're wrong. I was wrong for not voting in 2016. I was wrong. I have a voice. It took me to get the platform. And that's what Chris is saying. If you're wrong, all you got to say is, you know what, my bad, I fucked up. And I guarantee you, if you go watch the 5 or 6 videos we've spliced through this, you can figure out exactly who the fuck you are within those videos. But we already know who you are based on what you say on these keyboards and your thumbs. And don't get me wrong, some of y'all can fight, because I know some of y'all. You motherfuckers can throw some hands, and that's okay. But guess what? At the end of the day, we are at a point in this world where you guys think we're the strongest nation in the country. We ain't shit. Because at least in South Africa, they went through apartheid and solved that shit. Here,
ain't solved nothing yet.
You got people that still don't even want it, but talk about it. You got people here, and I saw it in what Farrakhan said. And I'm not a guy that jumps on Farrakhan, but the calmness of a guy that was on a show that where he wasn't trying to get everybody to convert to being Black Muslim, Chris. All he was like, this is what it is. And I'm going to drop a bomb for everybody here and piss more people off. I had already made people mad with the anthem shit. So, whatever. Listen, the cradle of earth is Africa, motherfuckers. It is.
Boom. So, folks.
It's based on where you went. If you went north, you went closer to the cap, all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Everybody started off fucking looking like a proper mixed child. Everybody looked like Rashida Jones.
On that note,
but you know, you go where you go. That's just that's the way it is.
This has been episode, I don't keep count anymore, of What's Good America. I am C. Turner. That is Big Game James. On a side note, if I do ever run for president, I made the comment in college that all Asians have iPhones. My bad. Let's ignore that one. So
yeah,
this has been.
By the way, if I'm on his ticket, I did whiteface in 2010.
All right, well, it's out there. So,
oops.
Hey,
I thought the shit was funny.
Turner, James,
I wanted to be a white
presidents.
guy. I actually passed.
Thank you, Eddie Murphy's. The Eddie Murphy sketch was Saturday Night Live.
So I was doing Eddie Murphy doing a white guy. Oops.
This has been another episode of What's Good America. I am C. Turner. That is Big Game James. All we want to know is what's good, America. Follow us on IG. What's Good America? IG. Wames F. Baby. Facebook. Like it. Love it. Share it. The Anchor app. All that good stuff because we see a little chunk of change from it. So, what's good, America?
What's good, America?